the service. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? I love you, brother. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you,
It's
brother.
not, and there's nothing happy about today. You know that already. Okay. Nothing happy about Memorial Day. People are like, Happy Memorial Day. And it's like, you know what? It's really not. For me, I'll speak for myself. There's barbecue and weenies and celebration, but what are you celebrating? The fact that people died for you to be able to watch people like me or Bill today, right? Am I right? And it's like, I think we've lost the meaning of a lot of things as people, as patriots, as Americans. And, you know, for me, boy, I'm a basket of emotion, buddy. And I guess I need to vent. I need to vent for me.
You talk, you let it out.
Well, I left my script out in the garage, and maybe that's better when I just talk it real from the heart. And it's like, you know, for me, the guys that taught me how to live and survive so that I'm here right now, they're dead. And that's not fair. Right? If you know, you know. The men that taught me how to survive and how to live and succumb to things or not are dead. And that is a heavy burden on my heart today. And at all, without naming all of them, there's many that are not here because we as a collective, we're trying to protect the nation and the Constitution and what we thought was right in our oath. And you know what? I'm squirreling, Bill, but you know what bothers me, buddy, is people, we all took the oath, right? A lot of people, public places, politicians, ourselves, we took the oath to defend this nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And what troubles me, or what I maybe see coming, is that a lot of the military might be not refusing to take that illegal or unlawful order because a lot of the military knows that Biden's not the president, right? So they're reacting for a paycheck, right? And that's kind of concerning, you know. I'm squirreling here. But it's like, what did we sign up for? I signed up at the time because I was running around Hollywood, and I'll be going over this with Nino. I was running around Hollywood selling LSD to movie stars and doing it with their children, their kids, my peers, the people I grew up with, my friends. And I have a clip note on a Z1 900 Kawasaki. They were badass, dude. Fuck. I've been a motorhead since I was this big, period, riding mini bikes and shit and tricycles into the deep end and all that. So fast forward to, why did I get out of Hollywood? Because I had an epiphany that if I don't go at least do something different than what I'm doing, I'm going to die. I'm going to fucking die. Already I'm full of PTSD. I'm traumatized from drowning in the pool at age 3, riding my bicycle into the deep end, and God knows how many times I drowned. I think we've all died multiple times. So maybe that's my point. A soft killing. We didn't know any better. We didn't know no better. Okay. Took that one shot too many, and then drove that 1 mile too many. And then the collision with the tree, and you're out. I got so many stories, dude. But bottom line is, you know, when I enlisted, I thought my life was over at 22 in Hollywood. My life was done. I don't even want to start scrolling on Gene Simmons' daughter Tracy and me at 5. At age 5. I'm sorry. So I'm scrolling really hard. It's amazing I'm alive, dude. I you know what? I posted a picture a little bit ago, and it's like, you know what? I fucking survived, and they didn't want that. They didn't expect that. Nobody does. But today we remember the people, for me, the people that I served with that taught me how to be able to be here now, right? They're gone. They're gone. And I'm not. And I feel a torch needs to be carried in their memory today.
I could have said that better myself.
Right? We're carrying the torch for them, and them is we, which is us, which is what Jesus taught us. We are one. We're all one in this movement, male, female. It doesn't matter. We're united, and we need to remain so, or we will not. You will not survive. Now, you know what I mean? And FYI, here we are. We're just as challenging. Right? I mean. Look, I'll be good. Bill, I want you to, how do you feel today? You already, everybody get, you know me, you know I'm full of it today. So
That's okay.
No, but what's up with you? How do you feel?
Well,
how's your day?
I feel the same as you do in respect to, remembering, not really the hamburgers and the hot dogs and all that. But I have learned, as well as you have throughout our life, that people need us. And we are alive, and we do get to, like what you just mentioned, carry that torch. And how unfair is it that they can't be with us? Yes. But they are with us in other ways. Similar to the frequency, and when they are here with us. We can't see them, but they're here with us in spirit. And for folks to not understand it, that's okay. If they don't understand it, if they never lived it, they'll never understand. They'll have nothing to really gauge it by when you make the choice to go and give your life for my next door neighbor, for my across the street neighbor, for somebody that's about to be born. That's the choice we made. And there's not too many folks that would make that choice. That's okay. It's okay that you're not that way. Today allows us the privilege to assist people also to understand what Memorial Day is. And like Axel was saying last time, every day really is Memorial Day. We can't get rid of it. It's not something that you can turn on a day and turn off on a day. I say the same thing about Mother's Day and things like that. Every day is Mother's Day for my wife. Every day,
Good for you. Yeah.
So that type of mentality of every day. Granted, it is nice to get together. I don't like it personally, but I'm learning to deal with it more because people need us. And I've learned to step away from I want to call it selfishness, because we have skills, we have love in us that we have to share. And like your platform here, that's what you do every day, my friend, is share. And you allow people to share. And I can't tell you how much it means to people. Every day is Memorial Day, if you will. But thank you for this opportunity, because there is a lot of veterans out there that are thinking, in particular today, when they're told, thank you for your service. The back of our mind is like, thank you for your service. My buddy died. This is what I'm thinking about today. I'm not very thankful today. I have a hard time today.
Yeah, there's a lot of bitter. There's still trigger. There's still a trigger and a lot of bitter. And I'm not trying to play with words, but you're inspiring me to think of this. Is that there's a lot of bitter veterans.
And we're not trying to be negative, folks.
No,
we're just.
But we can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I say we, I mean collectively. They, us. We can't help but be negative, because I'll speak for me. I hate it when I'm like trying to speak for you or somebody else. For me, I did my service because at that moment in my life, I didn't have another alternative that was logical. I saw the movie about shit getting blown up and got drawn in at 22. Right? Guaranteed income, 3 squares a day and shit. There you go. And you're going to pick up the rest of the butts from everybody else in case you're in trouble. Right? Right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Now,
I
get a lot. What's that?
No, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm a lot happier this last couple years. Reason being, I feel my friends. I have a different level than I used to be. I used to be very, very angry. I used to be angry. I used to be distrusting. I used to not want to communicate, and I'm learning to not do that. And there's many other veterans that are also doing that, and a lot of wonderful patriots. I was just talking to my friend Val on our Patriot shoot, and she had a wonderful prayer for me before this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? I do feel the love. And I've been to the deathbed of many friends. And you get into that hospital room and you're, what's up, buddy? You going to be late for work tomorrow? Nobody wants to hear that, right? The family members are like, oh, my God, I can't believe you said that, right? But that's the mentality we have to keep ourselves in, soldier to soldier, right to the bitter end. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. But you don't do pity parties. You do, come on, soldier, let's go. Just got to move a little bit more, 10 more feet. The chopper's right there. Let's go.
If you can't do it, I'll drag you there. I will drag you there.
Or I'll drag you there.
You will be drugged there. You know, there, I just said it right there, Bill, huh? I just got you, didn't I? Or we'll drag you there. Oh, here I go.
Or we'll drag you there. But we keep our hearts just as full of love, just as much as the strength we have to protect. And that's what I remember. And that's what I remember every day, you know?
You know,
there's many veterans here.
That's who we are, bro. Is right there's the meat and taters of this all is at the time that we swore in, we truly believed in America. We truly believed in ourselves that we'll survive and make it through this no matter fucking what. What's the alternative? Street medicine where you die, right? Doing the wrong shit. But we at the time took the high road for ourselves because we really didn't, you know, we were in a pinch. We were cornered, right? It wasn't mandatory, but we did it. But our timing was maybe perfect. So that we can help.
If I may.
Yeah, of course.
I used to get nervous because I'm like, I'm not thinking about something in a combat situation that occurred, so I really shouldn't talk about it very much because my friend was Special Forces. They have really seen this stuff. I only saw a young man jump from a tail and kill himself. That's not war. That's not the same thing. I picked up a baby and it died in my arms because I was helping at an earthquake recovery in Kobe, Japan. I wasn't in war. That's different. I can't share things. It used to be me.
Bill.
Used to be me, you know?
Yeah. Let's invoke Jesus right now and God. Because you held a child during its last breath. You're protected. You're forgiven you had nothing to do with that. You were the last guardian. You were the final stop for this child. And I can't believe you shared. You told me this before in private, but I can't believe you went there. It's a day. It's time to testify. And
because it's
wow.
important. It is important. So whoever is listening, it's not a competition in respect to the situations we have been in. I just want that to be, I wanted to share that, to be able to identify that, because I've had friends that would not share because they felt that their trauma or traumatic situation didn't justify communication because it wasn't like somebody else's who they felt.
Because it wasn't important enough to them, maybe, or wasn't serious enough to be recognized.
I've heard things of it wasn't in a combat situation. It wasn't this.
Right.
I didn't jump out of the helicopter and fight those men. I wasn't like that, you see. But irregardless, our choice, our oath, still gave us that ticket to wherever they wanted to bring us. And again, I'm not trying to bring things up to bring us down. We wanted to start this with like what we think, what we feel, but what we're also overcoming. What we're overcoming together as a collective. And it's amazing. And there's a lot of veterans probably listening right now, that may be welcome to a couple things.
Any of your brothers in your tribe that are watching or listening right now is, you know what? I need you to all heal. I need you to all heal. Some of it'll be for me. Take it for what it is. But you know what? Your future depends on you and only you, right? You're a one-man army. You always were. So why in the fuck would you change now? There's veteran talk. So if you're feeling sorry for yourself out there, veterans, that you might got a pinky blown off or maybe half your face blown off, never give up. We don't fucking quit when the odds are against us because we look funny or ugly or we're not pretty. Give me a fucking...
Or we'll drag your ass right along.
You'll never be left alone, ever. As long as I'm alive and Bill is alive, people like us are alive.
Where we go one, we go all.
We're the one. We are united, everybody. And the veterans have your back. Oh, hey, Bill, can I just spare a bliff on you? Spare a bliff. I'm going to just go there. So yesterday on the main, I started getting all logical and shit and going, wait a minute, what is my purpose? What is your purpose? And I pictured myself and I started talking in the chat about, hey, you know what, everybody, we're the quiet ones in the background out in the freaking grocery store parking lot. And if we see something happen and you have a female, male, and somebody's taking and something's wrong, guess who the fuck's going to be your first responder? Okay, I'll give you two guesses, maybe one. Okay, a veteran. When you're in the line in the market and all that, and somebody might pull a gun somewhere, who's going to maybe save your ass somehow and save your life? A veteran. Okay, my point being is that the veterans are among us. We have strength in forces and strength in manifest. If you can't move and can't get out, I love you. I have many stories about disabled veteran friends of mine that I visited at Palo Alto, etc. I don't even want to start scrolling. But all of you bros out there too, I love you. And someone would be for me and Bill and all of us collectively that we heal. We heal as one. That's what Jesus would say right now. In your face, straight up, Jesus. We are one.
We are.
We are one. There's no alternative. No. Where we go one, we go all. Yes, and united we stand, or divided we fall. I'm getting all emotional. Sorry, Bill.
I love you, brother.
You know what I mean? I love you too, dude. And this is the energy that I think we all need to be feeling right now is we need to be told the truth. We don't need people bullshitting us and trying to deceive us and all this shit like the politicians. You need to stay focused right now on yourself and your self persistence, your perseverance value or factor, your gumption. This is where you suck it up, buttercup, and you just fucking deal with it. And we're going to get shot. We're going to get hit. And so we have bleed control, okay? And if you're really fucked up, I have a big pen. I can do a tracheotomy dealio, and you'll breathe and you'll live. And you'll thank me later.
Yep. And so when I say have a blessed Memorial Day, because it's still a little bit difficult for me to say.
Blessed and happy are way different.
Right.
For me,
so
bro.
When I hear happy Memorial Day, the innocence of that from so many folks is the appreciation they have for us, and it's wonderful. And I really do accept that. I allow that to be an open door to. I want to say thank you for your appreciation. I look at it as a blessed day for folks to think about those who have fallen, more so than thanking those who are alive, But those who have fallen, they deserve so much. And they made the choices of the ultimate sacrifice.
They're dead because so that you and I can live. And give a heads up to America and a heads up to humanity that war is not the way to go. This is not what we need.
Correct.
Right.
I have some friends that I've been studying with for the last 9 years. The last several years, Memorial Day has really kicked us in the ass because the reason being, we went to so many places we really should never have been, obviously. But when we put up our hand, right, to defend against foreign and domestic, right, our hearts are in the right place. We're in the right place, things of that nature. So it even made it worse that some of our friends that perished, they could be alive right now. Are you kidding me? We should never have been there. So the anger would rise again in my small community of veterans. So it took a little bit of almost like a PTSD on top of a PTSD, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah.
So
you come into the service with PTSD because you were a kid, and then you graduate with more. What a beautiful fucking cycle, right?
So we have taken all of that energy and we put it into our research, and we have put it into our oath. We redo our oath often. Whenever a couple of guys are squirreling, if you will, like F this, F that, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going to happen. Things of that nature.
Right.
We give our oath and we get back in the books, and then we rest, and then we pick on the guy that was squirreling a little bit because that's what we do. We said we're going to pull you right by the back of the hair if you don't listen. That's veteran to veteran. It's not.
And you know what, Bill? Check this out. It's like, everybody out there, and I know I'm comfortable speaking for Bill and millions of other veterans. Is what? We're not going anywhere, and we have you. We love you. Okay, we were willing to die. We were willing to frickin' die for your opportunity now to pay attention and learn something here. That you're protected, you're safe.
I'm listening to my friend Mandy right now saying,
"Stop
talking with your hands." I do that too much, so I'm gonna put them down. I can just sense her saying that.
Oh, and if you know, I do too. But it is funny that a lot of politicians, you get a lot of the hand motion, the face job. I don't even know what you call it. The bullshit. Anyway, the bottom line is this: is a lot of us were willing to give up our life so that we can have the freedoms that we experience today. And unbeknownst to most of us at the time, we didn't know really what we were signing up for, other than we needed money and a better life than what we had. At least for me, I knew where I was headed. I was headed to death on a Kawasaki by your
And those are
LSD.
choices that hundreds and thousands of people make. And then there are some with the traditional, I'm going to follow the family circle of military time. I have always felt young men in particular need to at least do a tour, 4 years stint of some branch of the military, just to give them a little bit of structure. I've always felt that. Some things I'd like to identify too. There are so many patriots who may not have given the oath to join the military who are warriors right now, soldiers right now. So when I communicate, I hope you don't think I'm taking anything away from all of the work you're doing. So I just wanted to share that.
Spill your shit. Yeah, spill your shit. I'll catch up to you later during the heart pump session. Dude, you'll get the glass boot at the local lighthouse.
He's fucking with me, folks.
Well, yeah. Oh,
you gotta love it.
Is there somebody that cares listening in there? Right? Who gives a fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Hanging a squirrel. Now that we're through all the little mushy squish and all this shit, so I sparked kind of a war with Nino in a good, a beautiful war.
Oh, I like it.
You know, that's fucking great. I've been wanting to do a spiel with Nino for a minute, right? Everybody, if you don't know, let me plug in for Nino.
And I am proud of you, by the way.
Yeah, great. I'm just having so much fun. I go, dude. I caught a clip of him saying he microdosed, and he hit me up on the offer. I go, I'll be your huckleberry. I'll be your shaman.
I'll be your huckleberry.
I'm good.
That big old man. Yeah, we. Like,
I freaking love Nino. Nino, I know you'll watch this, dude. We're gonna have so much fun. But he mentioned yesterday or the day before he left for a holiday, he needed to get away. He needed to get the fuck away and just decompress. But he's still putting out videos. But that's okay. I got first billing when he comes back on a Wednesday. I'll talk to him Thursday. We'll do a dealio. But he said, yeah, everybody goes. I'll probably do, my regular with so-and-so and so-and-so, and then I might do a few that are a little different. So guess what? I'm the different. It feels good. We're talking about.
It's not that it just feels good. It's necessary.
There's a lot of freedom in psilocybin, which is magic mushrooms, right? So veterans, if you're able to get a hold of psilocybin or mushrooms, take some. You take it. If you got the square chocolate candy bars, you can buy them at your tobacco stores. They're everywhere. If you can buy them in California over the counter, you can probably find it. But look into it.
If I may, we have a gentleman, Farmer Ryan, on PPN that handles a lot of that special stuff like that. The
Farmer Ryan.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, Farmer Ryan.
Oh,
amazing information.
I'll find out next Friday when I'm on PPN, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
yes, God bless you for that. Thank you so much.
It's going to be fun. It'll be way different than the first time, okay? Because now I'm educated and I have StreamYard on my computer right here and on my phone. So we'll see which one works.
And what's wonderful,
it'll be great.
We've had time to vet people, and we've had time to watch how a collective is working. And I love that. I love the fact that we're coming together as a team, and it's so necessary.
I agree, and I'm going to take a moment to self-acknowledge my progress. I've already told Nino and I told Chaz that I'll be cool, so you don't get booted off of YouTube or Rumble. I'll be good. So I had to tell him, I'll be YouTube friendly. Cool.
Don't be who you're not.
No, I know, but I am cool, and YouTube didn't get me when I was telling the truth 4 years ago, so that's why I got booted. Right, and I had issues with Brighteon even, and Mike Adams and shit. I'm like, really, dude? I'm fucking telling you what happened, and you're like, block, slow roll and all this shit. Yeah, I know. Facebook, I got booted after 1 week of finding out I know what was going on. COVID-19 and Swirly Girl, my pedo girlfriend. Calling out Bill Gates with the big boobs, right? 2013, he was dead with Mantilda, and then they faked it in with, who was it, Florence Nightingale or whatever the fuck, Kevin, whatever. Who cares? They're both gone, okay? Squirrel. Well, you know what? What in the fuck are we watching, dude?
What? Where?
What in our life? What in the fuck are we watching? A fake Biden, in my opinion, a fake Biden, a fake Congress. Nothing's open. Everybody's like executed and shit. And we got Trump 2, 3, 4, whatever, running around going, what in the fuck are we facing, bro? Beyond all the fluff, furs out there. Even with Mr. T, I'm keeping it real. So you get Mr. T for 4 or 6 years, and what's beyond that? Your grandkids are young, right? Are we thinking short-minded? Veterans, people out there, humans out there, are we thinking short-term or long-term here? What in the fuck are we doing? And what are we doing about it?
I'm thinking now. Right now. Right now we're doing something about it. Right now we have started, like you yourself years ago, you started then. In order for you to be where you are today, that collective started, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That clandestine operation that had to have happened had to happen a certain way. I don't care for how it happened because of the frustration that it did cause. I am more understanding it now than I ever have before. I really feel if it did not happen the way it is now, I really think we may have had a civil war. Now I'm going to see more of a civil unrest, more so than a war. This revolution that we're in is a true revolution now for our true independence. None of this bullshit like we had our independence back in 1776. That's bullshit. I know everybody's like, okay, let me shut this off. Do your 200 to 300 hours worth of study, and then come back and you'll understand. You want me to get into a little bit of history of that by chance, or just go to something different?
No, that's okay. But I think it's an emphasis on fast tracking yourself before you come into a channel or anywhere else, anybody, and going, what's going on? You sound like a cherry. I'm sorry. You sound like a fish, new fish, fresh fish. Really, we don't have time to explain it all. My emphasis, Bill, and I'm going to turn it over to you, is we're here to protect your ass no matter where you are or what's going on in a bank line. You're walking around, you need help, men or women. If there's a veteran around, you're guaranteed first responder response, period. And if not, let me know, and I'll do it appropriately. What the fuck, right?
Absolutely.
We've lost our way, Bill. We've lost our fucking way.
The research we look at as recon, right? Recon. That's all we've been doing for 10 years. A group of mine and myself. We got all the way back to a timeline that I thought was, oh my God, it took us 3 years to do this study. Right. This was 2 years ago. And it's still another 800 more years past that or prior to that. I don't have the time for that. What I wanted to learn was, why are we where we are today in the grand scheme of within just of several hundred years? Mm-hmm. I now feel confident knowing why. Prior to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America, Great Britain and the United States of America had treaties signed. Then the Declaration of Independence and obviously the Constitution. Constitution, Section 10, identifies all past treaties are still in line. They're not null and void. So unbeknownst to ourselves, we're thinking, oh, excellent, the treaties are still good. Well, those treaties that were signed from Great Britain and America, there were certain stipulations in there that literally made the United States of America basically we're renting from Great Britain. This whole time, we didn't get our true independence, our true freedom, our true liberties, ever. The Act of 1871 brought even more anguish. After the Civil War, we were in such bad bankrupt times. Even President Lincoln tried bringing us back to a asset-backed, like a silver, right? Or was it silver? Yeah, that $5 bill, whatever.
Silver certificates, everybody. It never
they knocked him off.
That's right.
Yep.
Right.
And then they knocked him off. And then in 1871, these foreign national banks come to the United States, and they began the Washington, D.C. District of Columbia. They turned it into a corporation, the United States of America as a corporation. So the Constitution for the United States of America, which is our organic Constitution, and I remember four as in forefathers. That helps me to remember that. What people do not realize, there's now the Constitution of the United States of America. That is the one that these corporations are now using. The United States of America as a corporation is under that Constitution. Making our organic one, honestly, and it upset me, and it took a while, so I don't expect anybody to be like, oh, no shit. It made it null and void. So right now, our organic Constitution is null and void. That being said,
you know what?
All these presidents. Yep, go ahead.
Just that point being null and void, I think we all feel that. That's what we're all feeling directly, indirectly, is feeling that is like, wait a minute, we're disarrayed, we're disconnected from something that's home.
Absolutely.
My home is drifted off, and that's our Constitution, our home. Our look at my shirt. Okay, one nation under God. Okay, I don't know if you can read.
Absolutely.
It. Okay, so there you go. That's where I'm coming from today. Is we're all one nation under God. Maybe not under with God. What about that?
And this is globally.
This is global. God is global.
Or flatly, whatever, flatly, globally, whatever the hell the truth is.
God is.
And I told myself I'm not going to get into intel today, right? But I find this to be very important. Reason being, I have so many veteran friends who are just beside themselves, not understanding what the heck is going on. The reason why things are occurring the way they have is we, in essence, allowed it to go. We didn't know any better. Now we do.
Right. And this is where we can apply the brakes either subtly or abruptly and lose people, or we slow it down a little bit.
That's where I need to
grow a beard. Learn patience. Don't trim it. That's why I did this, everybody. That's why I grew this thing, is because I was starting to get road rage. And I called my Green Beret Ray, and I go, dude, you having any problems driving? He's like, what's your dealio? He's the guy who twisted the mitt. Yeah, right. My buddy. And he goes, grow a beard. And I go, what? He goes, but don't trim it. And that'll teach you patience. And son of a bitch. The money was, he was fired within an hour.
My wife cut my hair, and then she trimmed this. I was like, my face is all round and goofy looking. She goes, your face has always been round. You've been hiding it. And I'm like,
Thanks, wife. We're divorced. Here's papers. I had to go there, bro. I fucking had to go there. I'm sorry. That was really inappropriate, but fuck it. It's our day. We lived.
well, we got this, my friend. We got
No,
this.
you got this. You're doing this. You do. And so does everybody else listening that's given up and lost hope and stuff. Is, never give up. It's going to be the 11th day, the 11th hour, the 11th second, and all that, right? And so hence we're 11/11, right? JFK had something to say about that, didn't he? Oh, 11/11. Let's do some research, everybody. Okay, when you come into a
That was a nice executive order.
Oh, was it? Oh, what do you know? Fascinating, Bill. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Isn't this fun? This whole deal is so fun, and it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not right.
No, as I get goofy and stuff, I'm not trying to treat it as a game whatsoever. It's just, I
have to make light of stuff like you do and everybody else does, or we'll just be crying all the time. And it's like, oh, that doesn't really solve anything. So I'm finding that, even though today for me personally is full of a gazillion emotions that I don't even want to dip into. Okay. And I'm grateful for that because it's made me who I am. It's made me who I am, and I feel like I'm a solid guy, a patriot. I'm just like you and everybody else. I have a heart, I have internal organs and a brain, and I've learned how to use them and survive. And I'm here to make sure that you survive, even if you're a stranger. I'm weird like that. If I saw somebody in danger, I would jump in and make sure that they're okay before I was. I did that a lot. And as you shared, Bill, holding that child, God bless you, man. God bless you, because that had to be the hardest thing you've ever done. Other than holding your own.
It took years for me to be able to hold an infant, especially if they're like dozing off, falling asleep. I'm like, oh, he just woke up again. Who's that? And I had to be funny with shit, But now I'm like that. I was a part of that baby's life, in essence, of whatever soul contract that was in the baby at the time, right? I was there at the end of when that contract was fulfilled. And I tell you what,
brother, you were the final passing, and it's so
wow,
Yeah, there's. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And I love you, brother. I love you.
And that is what even through our youth of those things happening to us, we are in essence blessed with that individual's last moments. And we were there for the end of their soul contract at that time.
Spoken and unspoken. Right? At that final moment, you're one and you know what they're conveying. Much like in the battlefield. They might not be able to talk or barely breathe, but you know what they're feeling. And that's why you're there, is to give them comfort that final moment. I don't want to start getting emotional. Anyway, Bill, thank you. And
I teared up. You better tear up too. You better tear up. I'll go get some onions.
Well, I did, or if I do, I'll have to delete everybody and redo it. I'm kidding.
Oh, don't do that, my friend.
No, dude.
I'm very proud. I am so happy to be your friend.
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I did not want to do this today. I'm just telling you straight up. I did not want. I woke up this morning eating bread. I told my wife, I don't want to do this live today. I really don't. And you know what she told me? She goes, that's when you need to do it.
And my wife said the same thing to me.
You know what
because
I
I was
mean?
like,
Right?
maybe this should just be an actual thing because I don't want to, she said, no, both of you need to be there for your friends. And friends are people we have no
And
clue who they are, right?
see, once again, we're showing America and our family and everybody watching us, Bill, and your following and mine, is that we love you enough to go there on the toughest days of our lives because we survived, right? And we feel your pain if your loved ones and etc., brothers, sisters, grandparents, whatever, didn't. But we're here to share that we love you, and that's why we're doing this. And you heard it from Bill. We didn't talk this morning. I didn't want to do it, and he didn't either. And both of our wives said, "You need it. You need to do this. You have to do this." Now, imagine the struggle when you're in a foxhole and you're fucking hungry and shit, and tracer rounds are shot over your head for 2 days. Okay, so where's your encouragement then? Who's your encouragement? That's within. For me, that was my determination and my will to survive no matter fucking what, so that I can come back and go, you missed. You fucking missed. And we're here to take care of the remnants, if you will, of the evil fucks that had our friends killed. Sorry, I went there. I said it. I vented. I feel better. But you know what? We fought for the wrong reasons, but we didn't know it at the time. We didn't know no better. We didn't know no better.
So we can no longer have that over us.
That's
now
the
that
hard
we know better. Yes. Now that we know better,
dude.
Yep.
That's the hard part. You know, I've had you touched on something common.
Coming apart.
You know, check this out, bro. Check this out. So a lot of things I hear is, why can't you just get over it? Why can't you just let it go? That happened years ago. And you know what? I don't really have an answer for that, everybody. Or you, Bill. I don't know why I can't let it go.
You're not ready yet.
Right? Well, it's not that I'm very self-aware and very ready, but there's certain images even before the military that will never go away.
I see what you're saying. You're right. Those will never go away.
We're imprinted from.
They're Xeroxed right in there.
If you have a sibling that's older than you and you're trying to share a tricycle or a bike out in the driveway and they punch you and take it, I mean, you're going to remember that shit and it's going to leave an imprint somehow. Or if you pull a gun on a parent, that's going to leave an imprint, right?
There are so many things, and you're right. We're not going to ever forget them. We're not supposed to.
Why should we? And my point is this: is we've all gone through hell, and we're living in hell, but it's got you to this point where we can break through to heaven within.
Mm-hmm.
There's a freedom within everybody. You can heal yourself. Okay, you can heal yourself. I'll make sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another, I'll drag you there. I'll drag you to healing. I'll drag you to healing. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I do too.
But Bill, one thing I'm going to deviate a little bit here and try to give a little airtime to the admin because they'd like to share what today has been like for them, and a lot of people have never heard from my admin angels. They're a very special group of women and men that watch over the wizard, and I appreciate them. And Paula, take it away.
Hi. Please forgive me, you guys, if I tear up because this thing about all veterans, it touches my heart so much. It just makes me cry that people would give their lives for me and our nation, especially knowing what we know now and that you didn't have to be there. Let me preface this by saying my family has a lot of military in it. My grandfather was Coast Guard. My father was Navy. His father, my grandfather, was in Pearl Harbor when that was bombed. I have another uncle that was a Navy SEAL and another one in the Army. And the thing about it is, growing up on Memorial Day, it was never spoken about their experiences. They never wanted to go there. And so although we were together, there was that issue there was like a silence over it. And so to have Axel, have you and Bill here and willing to carry that torch and help us understand what you all went through, I'm just very grateful. And my heart goes out to those that didn't come home. Oh, sorry. I just want to say I'm so grateful for you all. And to know that you guys are the silent guardians. I will forever be grateful.
I love
That's all.
you.
I love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for the sacrifice you've made on my behalf. Hey, everybody. Hey, Paula, let's clear up something for everybody real quick, okay, before we delve into the angels. You and I are not married, correct?
Correct.
You and I don't live like next door to each other, correct?
Correct.
You're like an ad man, a woman in distress 3 years ago that I picked up on, correct?
Correct.
And took under his wing with mucho love and understanding and compassion, knowing that we've both been in the same places, correct?
Correct.
Do you feel better now? Get your shit together and call on the ad man. Come on.
Okay. I'm going to call on
Paula. I don't want to diminish your comment or your gratitude. Hopefully I can speak on the behalf of all veterans right now, because we love you too. And that's why we're here. And that's what we do. That's what we do. We open doors for women. We're polite. We're kind, courteous, and kind of like all the good Boy Scout stuff without the hanky panky. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Trust me, we handle the hanky panky. Ask Frog Lake. Frog Lake. So thank you for your outburst, Paula.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
Don't you feel better? Why would you apologize? Don't apologize.
I kept thinking, whatever you do, get through it and don't cry. But
well,
I can't help it.
I'm going to make Nino cry too. I'm going to make him cry. Then I'll baptize him in his own tears.
All right. Are you ready to have someone else? Olivia?
Yeah, it was a premonition. Olivia? Hey, Bill, I saw you. I saw Bill. Olivia, golf cart.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
Is it you? Okay, so what's your dealio today, darling?
Okay, so today I want to read something that I found, and I think it would be good for everybody to hear. And I'm going to talk about what the 13 folds of honor of the flag, what it represents, the meanings behind it. Okay, the first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks and who have gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature as American citizens trusting in God. It is Him we turn to in times of peace as well in times of war for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country in the words of Stephen Decatur. Our country is dealing with other countries. May she always be right, but is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is for a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our mother for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood. It has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that has molded the character of the men and women who have made this country great. The tenth fold is a tribute to Father, who has also given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. The 11th fold represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon and glorifies the God Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold represents, I got goosebumps. The 12th fold represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And the 13th and last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust."
Wow, you get an A, you graduate. Next.
Okay, yay.
Oh, and no, that was
amazing.
Thank you, darling. I needed to hear that today. I did.
I know, and I wonder if there was a lot of people out there that just heard that for the first time.
They didn't know.
I thought it was good.
I didn't know all of them.
All right.
There's so much to read. That was beautiful. Thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
You get an A+
right,
for
have a good day.
and you can have the apple back.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so Paula, next. That was great. That was
okay. Laura Bell.
Oh boy. Here we go. Come on, Laura. What's happening? It's the wizard. I love you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Wait, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm being sarcastic. Okay.
Well, for one, I want to thank you for. I want to thank you and all the veterans who lost their lives on the line, and so we have our freedoms today. I'd like to honor all the families that lost a loved one serving our country, and all those veterans still here. Thank you. You are so appreciated. And I'm so grateful for all you do, because you do matter. My biggest concern is the homeless veterans today. That should be not happening. I don't know. I want to help somehow to just give all I have to, which is not much, to give all those who are homeless and have been have served our country. It shouldn't be allowed, in my opinion.
You know, if I can interrupt you, what's really amazing is that we have the collective strength to manifest better for those we've never met, those in this condition, those in this situation, without having to go out and hand the money or figure it all out. Our brain overpowers money, and that's why you're gonna watch money go. Okay.
Where it's not even needed.
We won't need it. We'll just be our own value. And
yes,
I jumped the gun there for everybody, but oh well. Sneaker alert.
I can't wait till that can happen.
You have to self-emulate yourself and realize who you are, the fortune that you have within already.
Exactly.
It's so simple, but it's so hard to get. Right?
Right, yes. Well, I appreciate all that you do, and all the veterans out there. My heart goes out to you, and you'll always be my heroes.
Oh, thank you.
And I love you.
Love you too. We all love you, and we're all one. And we've got you. We've got you, huh, Bill? We've got you. Hey, Bill's
Yes,
back.
thank you. Yes,
I
thank you,
love
Bill.
you, my friend.
So, Bill, how old were you when you got involved in the military?
I was in 10th grade when I signed up for a delayed enlistment program for the United States Air Force. I was 17, and then when you graduate, you just know a little bit of the pain in the butt stuff that the Air Force wants you to remember. You know, the code of conduct, service before self, excellence in all you do, integrity first. You know, things of that nature. And then, so it was 18 years old. 19 at my first duty station in Japan. So 21 with my first death. And then the rest is history.
So you went in at how old? In 10th grade.
In 10th grade, you sign up.
Right.
It was not, but they allowed us to do the oath then, and it meant something to me then. Even though I wasn't into the active duty military yet, just up here and for the rest of my school time, it gives you that sense of you're ready to go kind of a thing,
It puts you in the mindset, for sure. When I saw the video and they're blowing shit up, I go, I want to do that. Like, you're in.
I had a lot of good buddies like that too, buddy.
Oh my God.
I just threw you guys out of our perfectly good aircraft.
I was asking my buddy, I go, why the fuck would you jump out of something that's like perfectly fine? Because that's who we are. Because that's who we are. I'm like, what kind of answer is that? It's a little vague. He goes, if we hit, we hit. That's all he does. If we hit, we hit. Meaning, oops. It didn't happen in my tenure. Yeah, what if we hit? If we hit, we hit. Yeah, like a bug on a windshield, right? Hey, Bill, remember the guys that used to parachute out at night and shit in Germany, and they get shot at with tracer rounds as they're coming down, and they're trying to shoot back? Think of those guys spending the night alone out there bleeding out and shit. And dude, there's so many things I want to talk about, but I won't because it's not appropriate, That it's like they say, there's like the code of silence. When you've seen enough, you just don't talk about it. It's just hard.
It's there. It's important to talk about. It's nice to share with folks with the common minds. It's difficult for some folks to hear it.
Yeah,
but they know what our heart is, and like you were mentioning earlier, they know who to look to.
They can feel us. Everybody watching us can feel us. We all share the same heartbeat. I'll guarantee you right now, all of our heartbeats are in synchronicity. I promise you that. Or this wouldn't happen. It all has to come together to make these moments happen that we don't forget about. And forget about the people and the brothers and sisters and grandpas and grandma, whatever, that died for your ability to be here now. And bitch about high prices, etc., which we all do. But we got to watch out taking shit for granted, man. Message of the day. There you go. Don't take each other for granted. Because one day you won't be here or they won't be here, and you'll go, damn, I should have done it different, or I should have called them. Don't forget, everybody, this.
So do it today.
I used to fucking lift weights all the time, Bill. I used to be fucking 247, dude. I was huge. I held records in the gyms. I'm 67 now. This is years ago, okay? But this is the heaviest fucking thing I've ever lifted, is one of these. You agree, everybody? This is the heaviest fucking thing you'll ever lift, and go, I love you. Right? How hard is that? You like that? That was pretty dramatic and shit, huh, bro?
That was awesome, buddy. You
like
even had a prop.
I don't need a fluffer for that shot. I don't need no fluffer for that shot.
I just want to give props to my grandson.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I know I showed it last time.
Split different than what y'all are watching, so I'm watching Bill's screen. Okay. On my screen, everybody, Bill, sorry. My screen's split right in half, and I'm on upper half, he's on the lower. So I'm doing the best I can to like stare at this star because that's where my camera lens is. So if it looks like I'm all looking over here, I'm looking straight on for me, but the lens is up here. So I look like Fester and shit, but I'm not. Take that. I got your Fester.
Thank you for this opportunity today, my friend.
Dude, have fun, bro. I love the energy, man. We'll do it again because I love you and thanks, dude. You know, and I wish you were my battle buddy, but I'm glad you were at the same time.
Right.
Because it was two different time frames and worlds apart. Hey, you know what? Let me brag a little. I'm a protected veteran, everybody. That's the label I got because I served during 3 conflicts during the Cold War. What you got? And I survived, and they don't like that shit. That's why they didn't pay for my fingers. They're like, fuck you, you're supposed to never come back. Well, guess what? I drug myself back. How's that? I'll drag you back, and I'll drag my own ass back if I have to. Take that. I love you. Hey, Bill, you know what? Let's end it on that. That's a good note, isn't it? I'll drag your ass back.
Perfect. I'll drag your ass back.
Drag your ass back. That's right. That's a T-shirt, bro. But anyway, I look forward to talking to you, and we do often, and peace out, man. It's been great. And Adman, haha, those of you that panicked on your homework, I got you. I fucking got you. I'm bad like that, but I'm a veteran. I do what I want. Veterans Past Day on Memorial Day. How's that? Believe me, all of my bros that have died, they would want me to be a hellion today, and I'm being good. So you're lucky. I love you, everybody. Okay. Hey, Bill. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk.
Thanks again, my friend.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you, man. Over and out.